Okay, cool. So fast forward. Elementary school. I went to elementary school, Brace-Lederle, Southfield, Michigan on 9 Mile and Evergreen Road. If you're not from Michigan, you don't know where this is. But Brace-Lederle is just one of those schools, I would say, for it was a lot of gifted children. Like a lot of children there were very, very smart. A lot of the teachers too were very, very, very educated. Very educated. I remember my 5th grade teacher, Miss Lewis. Like she had went to Japan and she had taught in Japan and she had came back and she was just teaching us, Japanese terms. And I was just like, wow, you went to Japan. And she was a black woman too. And key note, the teachers there, the majority of the teachers there were black. The principal, like me and my mom had the same principal. I kid you not. Like my mom went to that school too. Like that school has been around for a long time. Brace-Lederle Elementary School. Like it was just the K through 5. It was just elementary school, but as I was going there, it ended up turning into a K through 8. So I went there from kindergarten to 8th grade. And my first principal, Dr. Kentrail, I believe her name was. I'm going to double check that. I'm going to look that up. But she was also the principal when my mom was going there. Crazy enough. Like, this is an older black woman. Like, she had been a principal for a while. After that, I believe we changed principals. And we had a guy named Mr. Baker. I believe he's a white guy. And then we had a guy named Mr. Horn. He's a black man. Oh, man. He could dress his behind off. I'm telling you, like this brother, like every day he wore a suit, like he was going to church. I'm talking about gaiters, like he was just sharp as a tack, man. Man, he would give these speeches at these assemblies that we would have. Like he would get us all in the gym, and he would just talk so eloquently, about structure and discipline, and he would motivate us and make sure that we were just staying on task. Like he didn't really joke around a lot. He really got straight to the point. He didn't care how old you were. You could be a kindergartner, you could be a 5th grader, you could have been an 8th grader. Like he's gonna talk to you like an adult. He's gonna talk to you like you got some sense because you need to be acting like you got some sense. I kid you not. So Brace-Lederle was just one of those schools where we definitely had to have it together. Like you had to be a smart individual. Like we weren't accepting no slack in no areas. I'm talking about from gym to science to math. Like I read so many books. I used to get awards for being like the number 1 reader in the school, like the top 100. Like if you read 100 books, you could just upload them to the website and you would get awards. Because truth be told, like when I used to be at my grandma's house in Southfield, Michigan, like I used to just read books. Like they used to just drop a stack of books on me. Like it could be all Dr. Seuss books or Hooked on Phonics books, whatever it is. Like I would just read it. Like I would just absorb it. I was just trying to get smarter. That was my goal. I just wanted to be smart. I just wanted to know everything. Like I used to tell my grandma all the time, like, Grandma, I just want to be a genius. I just want to know everything. She like, you want to be wise, you need to read Psalms. For those that don't read the Bible, Psalms is a book in the Bible that not Psalms, I'm so sorry, Proverbs. That's what she told me to read. She told me to read Proverbs because Proverbs contains wisdom. That's a book in the Bible. That's the book I'm referencing. So I would read that book. I would go to sleep listening to that book. Like once I got older and we got smartphones and things of that nature, like that's where I would go because grandma told me to. And like my grandma was always the wisest woman. Deborah Hollis, like the wisest woman. Like I'm talking about walking Jesus. Like you don't believe in Jesus, you meet my grandma, you're gonna believe in Jesus. I promise you, you will. I promise you. She used to read me Bible stories over and over. I'm talking about till I fall asleep. You know what I mean? My grandma put wisdom in me. I prayed for wisdom, and God, grandma was like, here, there you go. Get smart. My grandma's always kept me smart, man. So just from kindergarten through 8th grade, man, Brace-Lederle taught me many lessons. The teachers were, like I said, all black. They knew my family. Like, it was a family-oriented school, and I appreciate everything they did for me, man. Shout out to Brace-Lederle.